Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are required to find the value of x and y when log to base 2 of x squared times y is equal to 2. That's equation 1. And 11 plus 1 over 2 log to base 2 of y is equal to 3 log to base 2 of x. I am going to use two methods to solve this system of equations. Now, the first method will be a bit lengthy, and that is simply applying whatever rule we know in logarithms. Now, in the first case, x to power 2y will now be 2 to power 2. I'm applying this law of logarithm where we convert from logarithm to indices or from logarithm to exponent. That is, log to base a of b equals, say, n. We now have a to power n equals to b. This law is applied in this case. Now, let's call this our equation 1. The second equation is 11 plus 1 over 2 log to base 2 of y is equal to 3 log to base 2 of x. Now, I will multiply through by 2 to clear this fraction. It becomes 22 plus log to base 2 of y is equal to 6 log to base 2 of x. Now, also applying law of logarithm, power law of logarithm, this 6, which is the coefficient of this number, will now become the power, because if I have n log to base a of b, it will become log to base a of b to power n. So I will now apply it here. So 22 plus log to base 2 of y is equal to log to base 2 of x to power 6. Now, this 22 can also be written as log to base 2 of 2 to power 22, then plus log to base 2 of y is equal to log to base 2 of x to power 6. Now, what we now need to do is to apply the product law of logarithm. If I have log to base a of a particular base, let's say b, plus log to base, if I have log to base b of a plus log to base b of c, I can write it as log to base b of a times c. This law, which is the product law of logarithm, will now be applied here. So it becomes log to base 2 of 2 to power 22 times y will be equal to log to base 2 of x to power 6. This one will cancel this one. Then y times 2 to power 22 is equal to x to power 6. Let's call this our equation 2. Now, we need to solve equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. To do that, let us use substitution method. I will make y the subject of the equation in equation 2, which is y is equal to x to power 6 over 2 to power 22. Let's call this equation 3 because we will have cause to refer to it later. Now, wherever I see y, I'm going to put x to power 6 over 2 to power 22 in equation 1. So equation 1 is x to power 2 times y equals to 2 to power 2. Now my y is this. So x to power 2 times x to power 6 of 2 to power 22 equals to 2 to power 2. Yes. Now I can now cross multiply and then apply addition law of indices. Now x to power 2 times x to power 6 is equal to 2 to power 2 times 2 to power 22. If I apply addition law of indices here and here, I have x to power 2 plus 6 equals to 2 to power 2 plus 22. That addition law of indices simply tells us if I have a number a to power n and another number a to power m, since the bases are the same, I will simply add the powers together. So that law, this law, is applied in both sides of this equation. Now, x to power 2 plus 6 is 8 is equal to 2 to power 2 plus 22 is 24. I can factorize 2 to power 8 out here. Now, x to power 8 will now give me 2 to power 3 bracket 8. So this 8 will cancel this 8, remaining x equals to 2 to power 3, and 2 to power 3 is 8. Therefore, my x is 8. Now, let's go back to equation 3 and put the value of 8 or 2 to power 3 for x in equation 3. If we do that, here we'll have y equals to our x is 8 to power 6 now, because x is raised to power 6 here, all over 2 to power 22. Let's remember that 8 is 2 to power 3, so y equals to 2 to power 3 bracket 6 all over 2 to power 22. 3 times 6 is 18, so y equals to 2 to power 18 all over 2 to power 22. Now, the bases are the same. We will take one of the base and subtract the powers, 8 minus 22, according to subtraction law of indices. Now, y will now be 2 to power minus 4. Yes. Now, let us explain a little about the subtraction law of indices. If I have a to power m dividing a to power n, it will be a to power m minus n. That is subtraction law. This law is applied here. So y is 2 to power minus 4 and x is 8. Let us try the alternative method. Now, we have the question. So we'll apply addition law of logarithm, product law of logarithm to open this bracket. It becomes log to base 2 of x squared plus log to base 2 of y is equal to 2. Now, these two will now come down according to the power law of logarithm. We now have 2 log to base 2 of x plus log to base 2 of y is equal to 2. We are now going to make one crucial substitution. We will say let log to base 2 of x equals a and log to base 2 of y equals b. That is 2a plus b equals to 2 becomes a version of equation 1. We'll do the same thing to equation 2. We have 11 plus 1 over 2 log to base 2 of y is equal to 3 log to base 2 of x. Let us first of all clear this fraction by multiplying through by minus 2. If we multiply through by minus 2, we have minus 22 plus log to base 2 of y is equal to minus 6 log to base 2 of x. Now, let us remember our substitution. We assume that log to base 2 of x is a and log to base 2 of y is b. So I will put the substitutions here. So minus 22 plus, here is now b, is equal to minus 6a. When we are multiplying by minus 2, this should be a minus sign, and this also should be a minus sign. Now, this is our equation 2, or another version of equation 2. We are now solving equation 1 and 2 simultaneously. Our equation 1 is 2a plus b is equal to 2, and we can rewrite equation 2 as 6a minus b is equal to 22. Yes, so we add equation 1 to equation 2. 2a plus 6a is 8a, and these will cancel out. 2 plus 22 is 24. A will now be 24 divided by 8, which is 3. Now let us find the value of b, and then we can now substitute back and find the value of x and y. Now let us use equation 1, which is 2a plus b is equal to 2. Our a is 3, so 2 times 3 is 6, plus b is equal to 2. and b will now be 2 minus 6, which is 4, minus 4 rather. So our b is minus 4 and our a is 3. Now let us remember that log to base 2 of x is a. Let us now find the value of x. A is 3, so log to base 2 of x is 3. X will now be 2 to power 3, which is 8, as we have it initially in the first method. Also, log to base 2 of y is b, and we have b as minus 4. So log to base 2 of y is equal to minus 4. Y will now be 2 to power minus 4. Now 2 to power minus 4 is also what we have as the value of b. Now let us put in the values of x and y respectively in either equation 1 or equation 2 to see if we have a balanced equation. Let us try with equation 1. Log to base 2 of x squared y is equal to 2. Our x is 8, so log to base 2 of 8 raised to power 2 times y is 2 to power minus 4, which is 1 over 16. It is 2. Now, log to base 2 of 8 to power 2 is 64 over 16 will give us 2. 16 here 1, and 64 is 4. Yes, so log to base 2 of 4 is 2. Of course, 2 log to base 2 of 2 is 2, because log to base 2 of 2 is 1. So we have a balanced equation.